Now, you are the expert, the demon slayer. You are scary to these mofos. Now, I see there's a collect the thoughts. Come to collect your thoughts real quick, you know, to refigurate. If you watch when someone does a figure eight in the sky, it's like let's show something real quick. Let's redirect some fear real quick. So, you've been feeling fearful, just a little bit out of sorts. I need you to rediscover that fear is not from you. Okay? Due to the fact that you are the resource, the synergy that destroys all non-believers, and I mean non-believers as in they could be magical, they could have power, right? They could understand power in their own way, intuition. When they meet a certain force that is the authority, that stands up to them, that faces them, that looks at them and say, you are a puny piece of meat to me. Yes, they're going to start shaking in their boots. And what do people do who are like that are in fear, that, they feeling powerless and no control? What do they try to do? They go into defense. They try and, I'm seeing somebody that this is from a personal experience, somebody that like to clean their guns and put their guns together and make sure it's loud enough for everybody to hear, and doing all the, you hearing all the sounds of them putting their guns together, and then they walking around the house pointing at shit, practicing in case there's a breach of security. They're in fear. They are illusionists, and they are in fear, and they fear you. So don't ever disregard the power that you have that comes from the Most High, because there ain't no blocking you. And so that's where that fear is coming from, that they're trying to project onto you. That's just what they're feeling. Due to you being an empath, you might be recognizing it, right? But it comes to a point where you got to refigure. You got to know, oh, that's what they on. This is what they on. What do you feel? And when it comes to you refocusing on yourself, seeing the cells within inside of you, I'm saying to the deepest within parts of you. Know that each cell in your body retains more information and regenerates more power than they could ever hold on to. And so even your presence alone puts fear in their bones. And that's important. That's what God wants you to remember. Remember clearly. Okay? You see how that sun's shining? Who gonna block the sun? Even when the clouds come through, guess what? You still feel that energy. So it's really battled down. I literally see somebody through expression of this certain type of force. It makes everything, even trees, bow down. It's like whoosh, you know what I'm saying? And everything just drops. And an orange butterfly just flew by me. And this is nature. This is natural. This is who you were born to be. Everything that's within you it's created to be this thing. So yes, I know there's some disdain, some things that you had to work through, some moments that really demeaned you and belittled you. Literally, I'm seeing slavery, when they took kings and princesses and princes and demean them and make them feel low and less than, so that they would never recognize their power. But when you know that power don't come from something outside of you, when you know that ain't nobody can come put a crown on your head, that's something that you were born with, it changes in a redirection. It redirections everything. Okay, 450. And you know what? This is how you overcome the direction of force that could cause anxiety in certain ways. It's a Beyonce song. Oh, she says, when you tremble, that's when you feel source. You know what I'm saying? It's something like that. I do know the song, but Spirit got me explaining it in a way. And yes, there's some forces that's independent. I feel like they're so worried that they're trying to redirect your voice so that your focus is just on something that's renewed. It's like I literally can sense somebody trying to say words over themselves to try and cloak themselves so that I don't see. But I can see that. I can see what they try to do to cloak themselves. Spirit has given me the power to do so. And no, this did not come easy. I had to go into the ground to come up, to bring water up from the ground, to spout it on out. This ain't just me just spitting shit. You know what I'm saying? This is source. I feel my heart bursting and overflowing so that it can come through. So that's what I'm saying. When you be in your sense of self, there's no harboring synergy. There's nothing that you can be like that can take your power, is what I'm saying, that can make you distribute your power in a way that takes away from what you're doing, that takes away from source. And that's also what they mad about, because you change. Through you changing, recognizing your own strength and power, calling your power back onto you, they even have nothing. The things that they would use to cloak themselves, they got that from you. They stole that energy. So when you calling your power back and you become immune to their forces, all it does is strike them down. It strikes them down. It makes them feel dumb and in a delusion and in confusion. And so even that is going to make them react in a way that it's like a 2-year-old. And it's not even like throwing a tantrum. Like, you know, when some 2-year-olds and they just tired and delirious and they don't even know why they're doing the shit that they do. That's what the reaction is. That's what it's reacting from. Okay. So pay attention. There's energy surrounding you they're welcoming your power. And this is through you, I'm saying, you coming back to yourself, you coming back to source, okay? It's no explaining. It's really just a feeling at this juncture. It's a meeting of the souls, okay? And your divine counterpart, wherever they are, whether you female or male, masculine, divine, feminine, whatever, you have a counterpart that is matching your source right now. And so do you feel more powerful? Because I know it's about to be 111, but I caught that shit at 110. And so 110 for me, that's a number that represents the past, the things that I'm coming from. And soon as it turned 111, 111, I know that there's a path that we're on that's strengthening through to me divinely attuning to my divine counterpart. And it's not chasing. It ain't even attracting at this point. It's togetherness. And you just attuning. Like, you know your favorite radio station? You turning that knob till you get to that favorite radio station. And that's only going to make you more powerful. Okay? You on point. You on point. You be so on point. Your intuition too strong. Ain't no more foes that can get to you at this point. Because you stronger. And a green butterfly just flew by. It's so pretty too. Yeah, so they watching you, they surveilling you, they mimicking your energy to try and force RAPE you. Look, I've been carrying around this rape whistle because I'm not playing. This could be spiritually, but it is also physically. I'm not playing. There is nothing that's going to take me down. I don't care. You know, I don't feel unsafe, right? Because I know that there is a pattern of divine intervention that comes through, right? But this is to show that I'm prepared. You ain't not going to catch me slacking or slipping. I got black tourmaline, you know, energy, forces to protect me. Go ahead, say that.